Hello everyone, it's Nick here, and we're looking at a Spectrum game. It's Spindizzy on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Electric Dreams Software in 1986. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC, the Atari 8-bit and the Commodore 64, to name some 8-bit systems. It's a sort of like marble-y type game where you must explore stuff, but what's the story behind it? Well, you work for a corporation. Yes, and you've discovered a new dimension, or the corporation have, and it's your job to map the whole of this new dimension using the land mapping device, here it is in the middle there, known as Gerald. Now he can change into different forms, for a bit of variety, but it works just the same. Now time is money on this, and you must map this whole new area, and if you spend too long doing it, then well, they whip you out because the mission is aborted, because time is money. You can get more time by collecting these jewels, but essentially you must map everything, and each time Gerald falls off the map into oblivion, he does get regenerated, but it costs you bags and bags of time. So there's my time on the left ticking up, and the top left, and on the right is, well, the amount of jewels I've collected. Ticking down the amount of rooms I've explored as well, so as you can see there's almost 400, way into the 380s anyway. So there's lots of different switches to activate. By pressing fire button, Gerald does go a bit quicker, which helps with inclines, but then as you fall into oblivion you have to stop. Now if you hit F, he can freeze on a sixpence, and there we go. Now by pressing M brings up a map of the complex, but when I do so the game does tend to crash, so I won't be doing that. You can change your viewpoint by hitting 1, 2, 3 or 4, so there are different views. So it's a nice isometric programmed game. Nice and gentle, but you do have to be precise. If Gerald falls too far he will explode. Bumping into these moving objects here would take up energy also. So look out for your time. The mission could get aborted quite quickly if you keep falling all over the place. Now that arrow apparently points where you're supposed to go to, or does it point to north? But anyway, I've changed my angles there, going through 1, 2, 3, 4, but the arrow always points north, so you can find your way around the place. I'm not going to complete this game, that goes without saying, but let's just have a few goes and explore as much as we can. There is an order probably of doing this. But it's very difficult to control this one, but all the same I like it. 1986, and it certainly does feel retro. I've activated the lift there. There we go. My preference is for Marble Madness, which we reviewed a little while ago on the Commodore Amiga. I will look at it on the Spectrum as well at some stage. I think it's Marble Madness Deluxe on the Spectrum. We'll see how it goes. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Too much power. Whoops, there we go. Yeah. So that costs us a heaps of time again. Some of these crystals are easier to get than others, these jewels. There we go. So that's a bit of extra time, but not much. It's a strange new dimension these corporations discovered. I don't know why they want to map it, but there you go. Gerald explodes, but they do. Did you have this game on the Amstrad CPC, Atari 8-bit or Commodore 64? What was it like? I'm not sure if this came out on the Commodore Amiga, the 16-bit system, but I'll certainly look it up. If you know already, let me know so I won't have to look it up. Thank you very much. Not being lazy or anything. I like the way it's got different colours, but the Spectrum games quite often did that. Attic Attack, different colour borders. This the same. Night Law also. But this is by Electric Dreams Software, 1986, and I think this was a bit of a hit at the time. No doubt in the magazines of the day, your Sinclair and Spectrum and all those ones. I think I just made up a magazine there. There would have been maps and walkthroughs how to do it. There are pokes available online to give you infinite strength so you can wander around to your heart's content. But we won't do that. We'll just wander around, see how far we can get Gerald. Right, there's another crystal. My time is 85, is that? Oh, I've got a bit of extra time with the jewel. That's not bad. I've collected 8 jewels so far. I don't know how many jewels there are in this game, but loads I'd imagine, if I've still got 371 rooms to go, or 372. How long does it take to complete this game? There's probably some walkthroughs on YouTube, but I haven't got the time available to do a complete walkthrough. because it'll probably take me 100 billion, zillion, kabillion years, and you haven't got that time available, and I haven't got the time to upload such a thing. Right. So it's a huge game. You would have got a lot for your money back in the day. If you was an inquisitive kid, you'd have been playing this for absolutely hours. I didn't play it back in the day. I have to admit that. I'm a latecomer to this one. A friend had it. I think that's a lie, actually. I may have, not that a friend had it, I may have played it a few times, but obviously not a great deal. Oh, this is a new place. Whoops, and I've fallen down into the muck. Right, 370. You have to be a bit precise this with these ramps going up. Hitting fire button does the speed, but leaning over to get the keyboard for F at the same time I am finding quite tricky. Right, no, I haven't got enough momentum there. Yep, mission aborted. I run out of time. I was mucking about too much. Press EXT to go on. What the hell is that? EXT. I think it's the cap shift. Cap shift and simple shift. We'll give that a go. But as you can see, I've explored 4% of the screens, got 4% of the jewels, and generally 4% all round. Well, I think we'll have another go at this one. Maybe go off in a different direction, see some of the other screens here, but it's quite a big game. So where didn't we go last time? Did we go up here? I can't remember. Some sort of aqueduct there. Whoa, oh, this looks super tricky. Yeah, this looks beyond my skill level. There's a couple of jumps there as well. So somehow I've got to jump across and stop the Gerald from spinning off at the end. That's not the way to do it. Gerald! It's suicide, Gerald. Run up. Come on. Boom. Yeah, and I didn't stop in time. Yeah, this is very tricky. Right, if I lean over... No, God. I've got to lean over the fire button and get the F button. I don't think the corporation will be very impressed with this. I think they're going to cut my funding anytime. Hopeless. I think they're going to cut my funding quite soon. But, dearie me. Atrocious as I am at this, I do think this is quite clever, this. It's quite... Well, I suppose it is quite fun once you get used to it. Oh, Gerald. Mission aborted. Well, I made a pig's ear of that one. I won't be going in this direction again. 1% of the screen's done, 0% of the jewels, 0% of the game. Brilliant. That was super stunning impressive. I think we'll have a third go. Shall we have a third go? Yes, let's have a third go. My one criticism of this game is the music is a bit sparse, isn't it? This is the 48k version. I'm not sure if there was 128k. But if there's a bit of music playing as well, that'd be quite nice. But there isn't. So tough. Boom. Let's go this way. Whoa. This looks quite... Have we been this way? This looks quite similar to the way up top there. Yeah, I think we've been here before. That's enough of that. We want variety. Come on, cartography mapping system, Gerald. Right, okay, let's go down here. Blue. Oh, it's the same story again. Right, let's get ready here. Concentrate. One direction, hit F, freeze. That's what we do. Freeze, good. Freeze. Freeze too early there, freeze. Yeah, see, I'm getting better already. Good animation how Gerald spins as he's going along. Not quite sure how they coded this one, but I can say that about any game because my coding was not the best. Right, okay. Good. Oh, don't fall off. Oh dear, you can't stop on those solid squares. That's something to remember. Anyway, we've only got 380 screens left to do. Oh, yeah, same sort of thing again. Get on the F button. Freeze. Isn't too bad. And that is a solid square that jewel's on, so watch out for that. So you can't hang around in this game. It's very time sensitive. Spectrum would have got very, very hot playing this to the end, I can tell you. And might have set fire to your house. That was a run... Wait, that was a... Can I speak? That was a one problem. There we go, I've done it. That was a one problem with the ZX Spectrum 48k rubber keyed. It did tend to get hot after about 15 minutes. Don't know what was going on there. Is old Gerald stuck? Oops, well done. 40 seconds. I can't seem to get this side. It won't let me. Mission aborted. Oh dear, I suppose I deserve that. Gerald. I think it would have been better, rather than sending Gerald in, maybe had a plane over the top and just scoured it from in space. Maybe they couldn't. Maybe there's some sort of teleport sort of issue going on. It's a tricky thing, other dimensions. I've never been to one, but I'm sure It's a bit like this. Anyway, well, I think we'll leave it there. That was the amazing Spindizzy on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Electric Dream Software in 1986. Hope you liked having a look at that one, and thanks for watching as always. Until next time, take good care of yourself, and goodbye.
Goodbye.